Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Liliveth Tate channel. Hello, how is everybody in the world today, tonight, afternoon, in your time? So today is October 20, what, 24, okay? It's Friday here in the Philippines, am I right? October 24 here in the Philippines. So I have a free time, so it's time for me to do a little garden because I went to the cat sanctuary and then I checked those cats and I found out a flower that somebody don't uh, notice, so I have to pull out and get some pads and transfer here. Okay, so by the way, before I start, mega love shout out to all my members, to all my new subscribers who subscribed my channel. Hi Vic, hello! And to all my premium followers and who always drop their comments, and of course who also watch my uploaded video, short video in my live streaming or replay. So thank you so much, and of course for those who send donation, I really appreciate that, guys. So thank you very very much, and I really really enjoy talking with you guys. I love your opinion and things about my subject. Okay, so but before that, let me. Okay, I'm here in my porch. You can hear something noisy. Uh, I apologize that because it's not really clear. All right, so I'm here in my porch. So now, of course, before I start repotting, I have some. I need to wear my garden gloves. And this is one thing that I always do is safety first before you start your work or job. All right. So after this, I'll move inside the house because I can't really stand, the humidity here outside. Okay, guys. So this is the plants. Okay. So there's a white flower. I love the white flower. So the leaves at the back is purple. It's like a fuchsia, but here it's purple. You can see, guys. So okay. So I need to clean the pot. But it's a small plant. So if it's, my technique is I have to repot in a small pot, and then when they starts to grow, I start also repotting. There's no wall. Okay, hold on. Okay, I thought that there's a wall. Hi, who is this? Thank you for coming, guys. Okay. So for those, for those loves plants or flower, please drop me. Oh my God. Very sensitive, guys. Look. So it's just like a ginseng, guy. There's roots, and then we call that in Tagalog laman. And I love the flower. Very cute. No smell. So the weather here in the Philippines is sunny. Okay, we don't have typhoon. Because somebody stepped on this, so I have to save this plant. I'm a plant saver. Okay. I already separate. Okay, the other one. You know, because you know the stem is so soft, so you have to be careful. Okay. So if I can able to save this plant, that would be good. Curls, hello, where are you from, Curls? Hi. Well, let me put the camera down so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Here. So this is mixed with coconut has, rice has. So this is already mixed soil. Here, I'll show you guys the soil. Because sometimes, you know, when you plant flowers, vegetable, when I researched that you don't need to use pure garden soil, because you know the garden soil, it's really tight, the roots of the plants, it really they grow so slow, so you have to put something like coconut hash or rice husk, so that you know the soil won't get tight, and then you know the roots, it's easy to grow fast. Okay. So I think this is not really prone, so maybe I can move it here. So I have so many plants that they grow fast, guys. Correct. But you know, if you're living in a condo, it reminds me when I was in my hometown. You know, my mother loved. Okay, sorry guys, you know the connection kind of was slow. So I have to get ready and make it fast because I can stay here also. It's so humid. So my mother loves flowers, you know, we have different kinds of flowers, and you know the garden, so many butterflies. So this is with the mix of coconut hash. I'm not really comfortable using the gloves while I'm planting the plants, okay? So I need to remove this because I want to enjoy. So I have to remove some leaves here. Okay, the other one. I I like, you know, I like these plants. So I hope it will grow, or you know, it work here in my path. It looks like sweet potato, guys. You can see here. As you can hear, there's a bird chirping. That's not my neighbor. He's a doctor. He has so many birds. He has so many pets. He has also a cat. All right. Ay, mosquito. So I don't know, some men like flowers also. You do, guys, man? I think so. Right. So after 1 week, I will share this, guys, if really more. Okay. So look at the flowers, so beautiful. So now it's time for me to water. Okay. Hold on. I will share you guys my quartz. It's so nice the weather. You can see it's sunny outside. Okay. So I just put it here for a while because I don't want to expose too much to the rain, because sometimes here it rain morning or evening and there's no time because it's rainy season here. So I need to wash my hands first. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now I will have you. Where are you from? Okay, so here. So I will share this after, after 1 week, guys. Okay, if it's work. But this is my old plants. Look. And I have so many nice plants here. See? So I don't know this, guys, this kind of plants, the purple leaves. I love this. Okay, so this is the new one leaves and this is the old one. Okay, so this is the snake plant. So this is really good, because they give a clean oxygen for this kind of plant. So if you have plants, you better plant this in your pots as much as you can, because this is gave you a clean oxygen, this kind of plant. They say the snake plant. So another plants there, over there. Okay, I like, the design on the leaves, very interesting. Okay, and that's my old plumeria. And over there, see some of the plants. And I have also another, I don't know what kind of plants is this one, the heart. This one, I put it here close to the drilling because it cannot really resist if you put it over there, because we all experience raining here every day. So, and then over there, it's gonna be bushy, and I need to cut some of those plants. They look so nice. Actually, it's been a long time that I did not apply fertilizer. But you know what? I realized natural or rainwater is the best fertilizer in your plants, either vegetable or flowers. They grow fast. Look. And this one. So I need to cut this because it's almost reached on the ceiling. Okay, Pam Avenue, I have that kind of plant. Which one? The purple? Villa or your house? I'm living here in a condo. Blue color or green? What do you mean? Blue? Yeah, I love because green plants. It's really good if you have if been a long time that you're in the computer or you're in your gadget. The ophthalmologist suggest or advise you have to look for the green plants. It really bring your eyesight. Okay, so it's hot here, so it's time for me to go inside. So I'm gonna fix this later because the thing here I can't really stand is the humidity. Oh yeah, no, we don't have caterpillar here. Okay, good thing that you mentioned abu, because one thing that I hate, there's a grasshopper. Grasshopper, I plant okra. Okay, it's not yet barely the fruit, but the grasshopper eat all the leaves. So avoid that. Okay, so let me go inside. So now here, I'm here inside my house. I feel better now because it's cool. So, see, I sweat. Look, guys. See, I sweat outside. So, let me change my t-shirt first. Okay. Hold on. I'm sweat. I'm back. Hello. Thank you for waiting. So I really appreciate your patience for that. So for those new, I just finished, do a little gardening. Okay. So I have to change and refresh myself now. I'm look fresh now. Marjande Canada. Are you new to my channel? Thank you for coming. Okay. So, uh, I have some question. Who likes gardening, especially planting flowers and vegetable? Because here's my thought process, guys. I'm not really into the, to be honest with you guys, I'm not really into the flower. But there's a certain kind of flower that it brings me interest, to take care of them. Because especially the new one that I planted a while ago, because when I visit, because we have here in my place the cat sanctuary, there's so many cats there. Okay, if you are here in Metro Manila, particularly Parañaque City, if you really want to have a pet like cat, just let me know, guys, because I can give you free, because we have cats there. And then the cats that they're looking for, for parent, so they are uh, vaccinated, they will take care of, because there's some residents here, they love pets, particularly cats, so they ask permission to the admin office if they can catch those street cat, and then they can make a sanctuary so that they are safe, because some of the cats here, and they, some neighbors, not all neighbors, are love cat. Sometimes they poison, or they so they don't want to happen that some of the cat. And actually, I cannot blame other residents here, but they don't need to poison or harm the cat. All they need to do, just tell the admin office that, because most of the cat here, they just pee on the tires of your car, tires of your bike, and sometimes they do poops, and then sometimes, they vomit. And we have a, like 55 cc motorcycle. And the reason why um, I mentioned that, because our motorcycle was tear off, because the cat that time, there's no cover, okay, because we don't really see cat go around in the parking. And then we surprised that, the seat cover was tear off. So, and I can see that, the the claws of the cat, it's marked on the bike. So it's just like, for me, yeah, it's a good idea that some of the residents here that love cat, they ask permission to build a cat sanctuary. So good thing. So if you are a cat lover, if you're here in Metro Manila or Parañaque, you don't have to buy any cats, because we have so many different colors of cats in breed. Okay, there are crossbred, and they are ready to adopt. They are vaccinated, because there's a regular doctor who always check them, and then always updated their vaccine. So if you're interested, you don't need, if you're interested about having a pet, particularly cat, just contact me in my WhatsApp, okay? Because I will give you that free, all right? Because our cat sanctuary and the administrator of that is willing to give that cat for free, as long as you love that cat. You know that sometimes I realize some people, they treated human unfair. Okay, some people, they are treated human worse than animal. Okay, but sometimes some human, they treated their pets as more than as a human. All right, so don't bash me if that's my statement, because that's what I noticed. So here's the thing here in the Philippines, way back 1980s. Okay, no pets allowed. Okay, but maybe some of the owners of that mall, they are pet lovers, so they want their pet to be treated like human. But me, to be honest with you guys, I'm not really comfortable go to the supermarket, go to the department store, there's a dog or cat. Okay, because even though they are so nice, there's an animal instinct you cannot really avoid or uh, rid off for that kind of animals. So I'm not really comfortable go to the mall with the dogs or cats, especially dogs. It's okay cats, because some of the cats owner, they just put it in the backpack, but the cat can able to breathe. I don't know what do you call that there, the backpack of the cat, there's a round and then they can breathe, they're comfortable there. But for those dogs, I'm not really into that. Okay. So that's my opinion, guys. Don't bash me, okay? So Gaston Pratt, hola, hola, hola. Where are you from? Are you Latino? So that's my. But I'm not. Um, I'm not prejudiced against those people that has pets. But that's my opinion. Actually, before I have a cat. I love my cat because when that cat, I take care of that cat since he was, a kitten. He can't barely, because, that's a Filipino cat. And then I have friends selling rice, okay? So she has so many cats in her house. And then she bring it to her rice store. So I'm her regular customer. So, and I saw the three colors of the cat, the kitten. And then I told her, how old is the kitten? And then she said, just 2 weeks old. You know, if you're gonna compare to the human, is infant. Okay. So, and then they said that, he has a worker that, she said that, oh, you have to throw that on the street or, on the river. And then, because I don't have a pet. And then I told her I want that, the female cat with the three colors, and she gave it to me. So I just, I bought, cats, infant kitten milk. It's quite expensive. Okay, so I just, I teach the cat how to, to stimulate, when they do number two or what. And then when the cat grows and then almost 1 year old, my goodness, the cat. But my cat is very, uh, I take care of when it comes to her vaccine. I don't give her, human food. I give her cat food and of course vitamin. And you know what? I'm so happy because I don't bring my cat here inside the house. Okay, so I just let my cat in the porch, but not always on the cage. I bought her a big cage that she can barely and everything. She's a comfortable, comfortable cage. I put something, her litter sand, and then she has soft bed, everything. Okay, she has a water dispenser, everything. And then when I go outside there, and then I just buy three pieces of leash, because I let her, even though my cat has a leash, she can go around in my porch. Okay, so don't my cat don't feel that she was in the cage most of the time. And then when I go outside, so the cat, and then I have, so that's the way that and her name is Bella. And you know what? The cat, when she knows that while she heard, I opened the door, and then she just ran towards me. And his is what do you call that? Paws. And then I talk to her like a human. Okay, and then the cat go on my face and do like that on my face, like that. And then sometimes when I saw that if I buy, a canned food like, tuna, and then if she don't really like the taste, and I talk to her, what flavor you like? And then, the cat is just like touching my face. And then Frank told me, don't you know that the cat treated you like her mother? So, and then after that, okay, if I give her food, and then after she eat, and then I play with her, and then one time that, every day that I talk and I play with her, after she play, she just close to me and then kiss. Okay, so it's just like, but sometimes I don't really want to do that, especially the cat will kiss on your cheek, not on my lips, okay, on my cheek, because, there's something, the worm or, a kind of virus to avoid that. But, I can feel that cat is more so sweet than a dog. Because cat is very independent, okay? You don't when it that's the reason why I love cat, because you don't need to bring outside to walk around. Because cat is very independent. You don't, like the dog, you have to pick it up their poops when you go around. Okay, because here in my place, you cannot bring your dog outside if you don't have, the thing that, once the dog pee or, to poops, you have to pick it up and clean. So the cat, as long as there's a little sand, they know how to dig, and then they know how to cover it. So it's not really as, as they depend on the human. So I miss that. But here's the problem. Hi, Getcha Lion. Okay, let me read this spam. Getcha Lion, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming in my live show. I only want to speak hello. Hope you are scheduled to get together in December such as that I can attend. Okay, all you have no, get chill. Okay. If you're really interested to come here on December, just let me know. I have WhatsApp and Gmail on my channel. All you have to do, just check on my description section, and my WhatsApp number is there. Oh, we already have a WhatsApp number, right? Okay, you can contact me anytime. Just let me know. So thank you so much for letting me know about that. So the problem when it comes to my cat, when she start to meeting, you can't stop the cat. Okay, you can't stop the cat. The noise is just like a human, guys. The noise so very noisy. And that the time that we're in the middle, you start fall asleep, and suddenly wow wow, the sounds, it's so irritating in your ears, meow meow. And then I always go outside, okay, and then I talk, Bella, stop, it's middle of the night. But when I go inside, when I go outside, he's very calm. But if she knows that in inside, it's like, "Wah, wah, wah," my goodness. And Frank cannot really stand that, because by the time that he's fall asleep, it suddenly he wake up because of that noise. So I decided to let her go. Okay, to let her go. It's really sad in my part, but if that's what my cat needs, I give her freedom. So I gave her freedom, so I let her stay because 1 month he still go around here in my place because she used of this place. But after 2 months, and then the last time I saw her when I was in the parking, and then I told Frank, this is the cat. Oh, this is my cat, Bella. And then there's a way of Frank called her, and then she respond, and then after that I can't see her anymore. So that's the reason why I always go to the cat sanctuary if I can able to see her, but it's no longer there. Maybe she eloped to another male cat because usually um, cats, they just calling their colleagues and then go to the place, especially if they feeding well. So that's the way of, but now I can't see my cat. So that's the story of my cat. Okay, storytelling about my cat. But the cat was, I always always touch my face like that. Okay, and then kiss. Because you cannot really stop once the cat wants to meet. Around meow meow meow. So you just let it go. Give the cat freedom. Actually, here my doctor neighbor said that okay, just let me know if you're interested because it's better to for the male cat vasectomy for the female ligation. But guys, the vasectomy for the cat here, it's worth like 20,000. Same with the female cat. 20,000. How much is that in dollar? Okay. 20 about 400 USD. Are you still here in the Philippines, Gichi, or are you still, are you still in, sorry, let me refresh my American English. Are you still there in the States? America, okay. So how is Chicago now? So, yeah, December. Well, it's almost to the month of November. Coming here in the Philippines, November or December, the plane ticket, it's kind of pricey. I took an escape from there. Now I'm in Memphis. So, no plan to coming back here in the Philippines? So, if you're coming back to the Philippines, what city are you? Are you gonna go? Are you gonna stay outside Metro Manila or you want to stay Metro Manila? So here's the thing, guys, that most of travelers, they don't really enjoy Manila. Okay, it's part of your trouble that you miss Metro Manila. Okay, before you go to the outside Metro Manila, you have to explore Metro Manila, like going to National Museum. Okay, going to Mall of Asia, going to the Rizal Park, because that's the part traveling here in Metro Manila. If you don't visit that place, you're something missing in your travel. Okay, there's so many nice places here in Metro Manila, guys. Don't think that Manila is it's traffic or what. That's given, guys. If it's traffic, why still a lot of tourists here coming in Metro Manila? Stay in Metro Manila. If you're not a cheap person, you can still able to do whatever you want to do in Metro Manila. But if you're a cheap person, yeah, you prefer to stay outside Metro Manila. That's the bottom line. Okay. So if you're traveling and then you're good, except by yourself, you don't have to, oh, it's traffic. It's just an excuse. Okay. But like I said, go to the go traveling here in Metro Manila. Don't forget to explore Metro Manila first before you go to the other country. Okay, you don't have, what I mean is you don't have to stay here for an hour, just a day, to explore what Manila is. Because sometimes, oh, I went to Manila. Which part of Manila? If you're talking about like Gitchulayan, if you're talking about Davao, it's not part of Metro Manila. Metro Manila is in Metro Manila, like Quezon City, Parañaque City, Makati City, Taguig City, Pasay City, Mandaluyong City. There's so many places that you can. That's the only thing, guys. If you're not really into the explore Metro Manila, you don't know the nice places here. Like I said, go to the Mall of Asia, go to the National Museum, go to planetarium like Manila Ocean Park or CCP complex or Luneta Park. But for those people that really wants to enjoy, that no matter what, even though you are not visited any part of Metro Manila, just go to the Luneta Park and you must be proud of yourself. I went to Metro Manila. I visited that place like Luneta Park. Okay, where our national hero Jose Rizal was buried. Okay, what are you saying, Gitchulayan? A poor person is not necessarily too cheap. Not a fair comparison. I know that Manila is not a bucket list. Not on the bucket list. So that's your prerogative. But what I mean is to explain is don't really listen to what people said. Have you experienced going in the place that I mentioned? Because most of tourists, oh, don't go to Metro Manila because it's traffic. Have you been visited those places that I mentioned by yourself without listening to other people? Because here's the thing. There's one, first time he came here in the Philippines, I one of his tourist guide. And the first thing that, she just stay here in Metro Manila for 2 nights and 3 days. So that day, that kind of time is not really enough. But I give him a suggestion. Let's go to Luneta because that's the best part that a traveler or a tourist always visit. So if you're gonna tell your people, oh, I went to Luneta Park, that's big a lot to you because you went to the Luneta Park, not in Davao, not in Cebu. Because if you're gonna go to Cebu, you always use the name Metro Manila. It's not part of Metro Manila. It's part of Manila, but it's not Metro Manila. Okay. So he was so happy because I just we stayed there for about 4 hours because he has time also to go around because his time is limited. But he's proud of himself that he visited place that it's very important for those Filipino people, and then to make him to make his vacation complete because of that. There's a nice places if you want, if you're more into the history thing, go to the Intramuros. And I know most of Western people, they don't know what is Intramuros look like. Intramuros is a big part of Filipino history. Okay, it's near to the Bureau of Immigration main office. Okay, actually that's during the Spaniard. Okay, Intramuros means walled city. So there's so many places there. They tried to They renovated that area so that the history of Philippine is still in there. It will never be vanished because there's some infrastructure that they can refer to. This is the place that where the Spanish or the king and queen or something like that. It's more onto the historical thing. Okay. So most of people, they don't know that. Okay, have you tried to go around in Fort Santiago and ride on the Calesa? The Calesa, I don't know what is that in English. The horse pulling the wagon. We call that Calesa. That's in Spanish word. I don't know that's in Tagalog. But most of Tagalog words we get from Spanish words. So the Calesa is a Spanish word, but I don't know what's in Tagalog. Um, Calesa? Hmm. I don't know that. Sorry. But I know that in Spanish, Calesa. So there's so many places, guys. Don't listen to what other people said. Don't go to Metro Manila. It's traffic, okay, or what? Go first before you say, okay, he's right, she's right. But don't make a conclusion that, oh, I don't want to go to Metro Manila because of this. Because you never try. If you're going to try, then it's your choice. All right. Because for me, I love Metro Manila because when it comes to document processing, oh, it's easy. It's easy. It's near. Okay, like if you have a Western husband or wife, all the processing for her stay here or visa, you're gonna get that here in Metro Manila. That's one thing that they don't really appreciate, that because if you're gonna go to the other places, it costs a lot of money. You are not really into the money saver. But it's just like, I'm just suggesting that, guys. Okay, try first before you say no or yes. Don't listen to what other people said, because here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna put this situation. Okay, going to Thailand or going here in the Philippines. They said, oh, I don't want to go to Metro Manila because people there are not nice, or it's according your personality, how you treated people here in Metro Manila. If you shown to people in Metro Manila that you know better than them, come on. Do you think they will take care of you? Do you think that they're gonna be friendly with you? So you cannot really compare what other people experience when they arrive Metro Manila, because this is all about how you shown your personality. If you're friendly and nice to my people, of course, nobody will be snobby or showing attitude on you. As simple as that. For my opinion, that's how it look. It based on your personality. But I'm not saying that, oh, Metro Manila is. But for me, it's easier, to process your papers or documents or things like that. But in the other hand, I'm used to say traffic is anywhere. All you have to do, time management. Okay? If you go to the place, if you have an event, okay, 10 a.m. in the morning, the party will start at 10 a.m. All you have to do, get early in the morning, like prepare yourself 7 o'clock and leave the house 7:30. It's according how far you from the event that you go in. As simple as that, guys. Time management. Okay. No matter what, how near the events or the place that you want to visit, if you're not uh, manage your time, you always go there late. Because there's just here in the Philippines, we have color coding. So if you have a car, you cannot use your car for 7 days. Oh, no, no, no. You can use your car for 6 days. Because, Sunday is free coding. Everyone can drive their car. But Monday to Saturday, there's a certain coding. Like my car, I can't drive my car for the whole day Monday because the end of my number is zero. 01 is this Monday. There's a certain end of your license plate number that you can drive your car that day. Okay, but here's the advantage. If you're very adventurous riding your bike, if you know how to ride your bike, yes, motorcycle has no color coding here in the Philippines, but it's mandatory here to wear full face helmet. You cannot, okay, actually, here's the reason why most of Filipino don't follow the dress code here in the Philippines, okay? But some of the enforcers, they don't really enforce that. But we have a dress code when it comes to drive the motorcycle, guys, okay? If you follow the laws, when you go to when you ride your bike, all you have to do, just wear, a safety shoes, uh, long pants, uh, jacket, full face helmet. Nobody will stop you. You can go anywhere inside and outside Metro Manila because there's no color coding. Okay. Tita Imi TV Vlog. Hello, Tita Imi TV Vlog. Thank you for coming. Good morning. Kamusta? So that's the reason why I mentioned if you're adventurous to ride on the bike, then you can go anywhere because we don't have that color coding. But here's the thing, guys. If you're American, don't think that the way that American people drive their motorcycle is same as in your country or in your states. No, don't apply it here because most of my people don't follow the rules of the road. So you have to be double aware of your safety. Okay? And be patient. Okay? When you drive your car, your bike, be patient about, the thing on the road. Because, there's so many things here. The road rage, they end up killing with each other or what. And then those people, the victim and the suspect, they had suspended or revoked their driver's license. So you have to be patient about that. All right. So I'll give you days that if there's events, it's better to schedule that Sunday. Sunday is not really traffic. It's not really traffic, but there's a but. So about 5:30 p.m. onwards, that's the time that people are almost going back home. Okay, after mauling, it's kind of a traffic, but not as bad as the Monday to Saturday, guys. And then don't ever set your appointment by Friday because all the what do you call that, the truck, trailer truck that brings supply every cities outside Metro Manila, that's the day that they allowed to go outside Metro Manila or enter Metro Manila, bring all the supplies from the malls or from the warehouse. Don't set your time Friday, good. You gonna drain about stuck in the road. Okay, so like I said, all we need to do is time management. All right, so what else I can share with you guys? So I really appreciate for those who come, and you're new to my channel. Thank you so much, guys, for coming and drop by. So I really appreciate that. So any question, if you have any question or suggestion, feel free. And I'm here, to listen, and I'm here, to read your question. Don't hesitate to ask some question towards me, not too personal. Okay, if you need something advice, just let me know, but don't ask too personal question. Okay, a little, okay, but too personal, i will I will decline that. And some maybe one of these days I have to do something, and I put some consultation on my channel. Okay, if you want to come here, and especially for those planning to visit Philippines, okay, and you want to explore Philippines, just contact me. First timer, guys, okay? If you need service, I have car, but we can talk that um, in private, okay? So I can be your tour guide or what. So we can talk about that if you're willing, to spend your bucks for me, on me, okay? So that's part. So maybe I can put some consultation there, okay? So I gonna do that. So I gonna do some more research about Philippines, or what things can you be convenience for you. All right. So actually, guys, the main thing here, if you have something to ask me personal, or personal question, you can send me a Gmail, or send me a message on my WhatsApp. So that's the purpose of my contact there. Okay, that's the purpose. Okay, if you want to know something, or you want to uh, ask an advice, then that's the time that you can click or get that number, and send me a message. All right, so don't contact me by uh, ask something for nothing. Okay, I will decline that. So that's the thing, guys, that uh, when you go to other country, because it's important that you have to do your research first. Okay, how does local do, if you're not really into the city, how does locals personality, how they treated foreigners in their village, or in their city. Okay, and what's the system, how is your safety, is safe? So are you safe go around in that place by yourself? What is your neighbors? Because there's so many cases here that sometimes your neighbor is a threat on your safety, because you really find the place, or the cheap place, but look, the place is not really safe on you. We all want to save more money, but if your safety is not good, then forget it. That kind of kind of that place that you can get for about $100 a month. No, forget it if you're not safe there, because you're not comfortable during the nighttime that you sleep, and then suddenly somebody knock your door, and we don't want that. Never mind that. Never mind. So Beware of that, okay? And then here's the thing, guys, that I don't know, for those people that, regular attend my live streaming, this is I advise, if you're in the other country or if you are living in other side of the world, okay, don't bring your BS here. Not only in the Philippines, in other country, because that's the cause you get in trouble for that, okay? Be humble and you're safe, okay? Don't show something that you know better than other people, especially going to their country. No, don't. Even though that you have billions of USD in your bank account or in your wallet, don't show an attitude about that, because they don't give a S for that. If you're shown attitude, no, you're not welcome here. All right? And then here's the thing that not only for, Western people coming or bloggers or what, okay? And also Filipino. Don't really put down Metro Manila. Advise that, this is my opinion, okay? Advise that, oh, don't go to Metro Manila, it's traffic. You might, some other people living in Metro Manila, they don't really want the way um, the way you describe Metro Manila. Be careful about that, because might some Filipino residents in Metro Manila will declare you non grata, okay? Especially this is the reason why I mentioned that never say something in unless you experience that. Don't believe what other people said, because maybe that's their experience, okay? And then the thing is, why people are not too nice to them, maybe because they have some attitude. It's all about the personality. So be careful about what is your comment towards that place, not only in Metro Manila, and other places, and also people there, okay? Don't. If you cannot say good, then shut your mouth, because it might also bring you not to welcome on that place. So be careful about that, okay? Because me also, I'm very careful also to say something, but I'm not really into putting those people small, okay? And when it comes to food here, okay, Filipino food, we love that. That's our, that's our food. We enjoy that, no matter what you comment about that, because that's we used to eat, okay? Now, if you're not adventurous, a type of person, don't try those food, because number one, you tortured yourself by eating that, because you're not really into that. It's just like you just eat that because what your friend challenge is. Never mind the challenge, okay? Because you tortured, at the same time you disrespect. This is my opinion, okay? I don't know what other people's opinion. You disrespect some Filipino food, okay? Don't torture yourself for somebody will challenge you. And I saw some, American bloggers. This is one thing that, why? If you cannot really eat balut, okay, don't fall for yourself to follow what other people's challenge, because you're the one who gonna eat that, not them. And then you shown to video, you have, you look tortured about it. Come on. Number one, you disrespect yourself. And number two, you degrading yourself by accept those challenges that is not really important, because it brings you look stupid, okay? Don't. And then, for those people, okay, if okay, it's up to him, if he wants the challenge, but don't force the people, because look, you look really stupid when you do something, you like that. My God, it's not really, it's not really good to see you. It's worse than torture, okay? Unless, okay, unless, here's the thing, unless they give you a big amount of money for challenge, that for it's just like for just sake of fun. No, I will not challenge that. Okay. So if somebody like me, I always mention that I don't eat catfish, all right? But I have to set, agreement about that. Okay, if you can pay me the amount that I want, I will, I will take that challenge. But if there's no money involved in that, because the torture thing, the feelings, you cannot really pay on that. Okay, be aware of that. Be smart about those kind of challenge that people will challenge you. Okay, so don't, okay, if you're not really adventurous eating balut, don't force yourself and then you look stupid in front of your friends, or you're gonna upload that in online. Don't. You deserve, you have you deserve some respect, especially yourself. Okay, no. And then there's nothing, they don't pay you for doing that. Come on. I'm not saying that I'm look like a money, but I'm just be logical when it comes to that, because I don't want to like that. And then after that, I have a hard time in torture things. What if I'm suddenly become sick because of that challenge? Okay, who gonna pay my hospital bill if you don't give me money for that? So you have to sit on the things that, okay, if somebody challenge me, okay, I don't eat catfish, but if you challenge me and you pay me, maybe I can take that. If something happened to me, if I feel sick by eating that, I have no worry about to go to the hospital because I have money to pay my hospital bill. As simple as that. But don't take that challenge that to sake of your views and make fun in front of your camera on your video or in your channels. No, don't do that, because you really look, sorry my word, you really look stupid. Okay, so if you're not really if you have money, to sustain your lifestyle, what lifestyle you are in your country, it's okay, no big deal, that's good. If you have a big fund or a fund of money to sustain the your lifestyle, if you're coming or living or move here in the Philippines. Okay, you don't have to challenge yourself for eating balut. You don't have to challenge eating some street food, because you have money to buy in the supermarket, that you can able to get what food you want or what food you like. Okay, I have nothing against with that. But okay, if you're not adventurous and if you don't have big fund for your retirement here in the Philippines, you must be learn something uh, option, how you can, like, it's just like, I remember yesterday I was starting cooking. So if you have just like budgeting uh, money for your stay here, especially I'm gonna specific this for those single uh, Westerners wants to for good here in the Philippines, just single, it doesn't really matter if you're male or female. Okay, try I mentioned this, try some local product like butter. Okay, all you have to do, just buy a small amount, which one is almost the same, the brand that you use in your country during the time that you're there. Okay, that's a good advice. Just buy. Okay, because Here's the thing. If we're gonna base on the standard, the brand of that kind of butter is kind of about double or triple the price here in the Philippines. So the reason why I suggested that, try the small, okay, which one is similar. Time in time, you adjust about the taste, okay? Because living here in the Philippines, you have to worry about also your health care, okay? Your hospitalization, okay? Because here in the Philippines, and still, they said it's no longer that, but still, if they know that you have no money, the treatment is different than the person that has money. If you're admitting in the hospital, guys, so you have to be aware of that. Same thing, okay? If you want to like cheese, okay, just buy the small cheese. Which one? Because I show you guys the small blocks of cheese. The price is about 400 something, very small, 8 ounce, okay? Try the small one, okay? And then find the local cheese or other brand of cheese, okay? Which one is similar to that, okay? If you really want to budgeting your money, then time will come, your sense of taste already use of that, okay? And then if you want to save more money, it's better to go like, vegetable, fruits, fish, meat, go to farmer's market, go to public market. Because here's the thing, the guys, that, the reason why I love to go to farmer's market, because I'm regular customer of those vegetable vendors and fruit vendors, because they gave you discount, okay? But you have to go there early in the morning. All right. So that's my advice. If not really into picky, because if you're in living in, suburb, you can adjust. It's easy for you to adjust if you're living outside Metro Manila. But if you're a city boy, you don't really that. Especially if you have money, you don't really care about how much is the cost of that. As long as I can have that on my table, this is the brand that I want. There's nothing wrong about that. The reason why I mentioned this, for those people that they have budget money, they just live on their social security pension, or the other pension, okay? So that's my advice, okay? And especially, guys, it's advantage if you know how to cook, okay? Just for yourself, but if you have girlfriend or family, bring it here in the Philippines, there's another story about that. But this is thing that I'm say this for those single ones to for good or live here in the Philippines. All right? Because if you have girlfriend, that's another budget, guys. Actually, for male and female, if you have like 1,000 USD, you're good. Okay? Pick, the studio type, because the studio type here in the Philippines, in gated community, 24/7 guard, is just like the studio is about to 20 to 25,000 studio, okay, just by yourself. And you can able to pay your electric bill, your food. But the thing that I mentioned about is to save more, is go to the farmer's market, go to the wet market. Because if you're a regular customer, automatically most of Filipino fish vendor, vegetable vendors, fruit vendors, they give you discount. Don't hesitate to ask a discount, okay? If you're a regular, if you're a regular customer, they will give you a discount. But here's the thing, that I'm not really advised, for those people that has limit budget. Supermarket, you have no choice, okay? Like 15 pesos and 75 centavos, you have to pay that, Okay, fixed price. But if you go to the, if you go to the wet market or farmers market, you can ask discount of that, especially if you get more than one or two. That's, that's the thing. But sometimes here, be careful, guys, be careful. That's the reason why it's important to learn Filipino. It's a Filipino language, the Tagalog is, because that's the thing that, oh, Filipino mindset, they think, oh, he can speak Tagalog. I can't fool for him for the price of the vegetable, meat, and fish or fruits. So if you can able to learn a little Tagalog, that's very good. Okay. And if Filipino knows that you can speak a little Tagalog, then you are safe. You are safe for that. I call that, a foreigner price. Because here's the thing also, guys, if you're not really into that, negotiation or, sales stock thing, if they know you go to the farmer's market and then, or wet market, if you're a foreigner and you cannot barely speak Tagalog, my God, the price, they're gonna double or triple the price. So that's the reason why, guys, if I go to the farmer's market, I don't let Frank go with me. Okay? I don't. Because, they're gonna change their mind and I cannot really get the good deal when it comes to fruits or vegetable. Because they say, oh, it's okay. Because, there's a foreigner there. No. That's the reason why I always go to farmer's market by myself because of that. Okay, I hope that everyone can learn about what I said, because here, the bottom line here is why I do live streaming this, because it's eye opener, mind opener for those believe what other people said about Philippines. Okay, my purpose in life now that it's almost the end of 2025 is to give a real talk for those Westerners and for those Asian, or for those people who live in Southeast Asia. Okay, this is real talk, guys. No flowering words, no fantasy world. Okay, because we need that. We need that. Sometimes that's really messed up about when it comes to decision making, because we're really based on, the fantasy world of Walt Disney. So that's the thing, because here, well, my suggestion about that, okay, living in the Philippines, well, you know Philippines is one of the corrupt country. But if you're very aware of what's going on in the system, in your environment, you very careful dealing with your money. All right? But sometimes people don't really think about that, because, they just believe what other people said or what. No. You have to experience that by yourself and you say something, okay, I don't want to deal in the country Philippines. I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Cambodia, Vietnam. Okay, because you experience that is not really meant for you. If you're not comfortable with that, and then you have freedom to choose which country, which place you comfortable to live. Okay? So I never been travel to any countries in the world. Okay. They said that, would you like to go to the United States? I would love to, but the system don't allow me. But if there's a chance that I can able to go to the United States, as of now, I cannot really tell. I want to live in the United States. I want to experience first, as an Asian woman, how does it feel to stay here Okay, how does it feel by myself? I go out by myself. How people treated me as a Asian. Okay, then maybe I can stay there for for a year or what if there's a chance. But as of now, I will not tell to everyone. I will not tell to myself I want to live in the United States. The only place that I can able to live is my country, Philippines. Nothing else. So I don't want to stay long because I've been 1 hour and 27 minutes. So guys, thank you so much for for coming and listening to me. So I really appreciate that. So yes, after 1 week I will share that. Maybe I can take a video, a short video, the flower. I don't know what's the name of that flower. Because I like, the flower is white and so interesting. But anyway, I will share that if I after 1 week, if it's work. So well, I do believe my green thumb. So once again, guys, thank you so much and have a good day to everyone. Hasta luego. See you next time. Bye. Mwah.